very good afternoon to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest of the occasion, Professor Lalit Kumar Avasthi, Director NIT Uttarakhand, esteemed General Chair of the Conference, Professor A.L. Sangal, Head Computer Center, Professor Harsh Kumar Verma, Dean Academic NIT Jalandhar, Professor Geeta Sikka, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering NIT Delhi, Dr. Rajneesh Rani, Head Computer Science and Engineering NIT Jalandhar. Conference Convener and Secretaries, Dr. Samavir Singh and Dr. Urvashi. Faculties, staff member of CSE Department, students and esteemed participants. I, Dr. Aruna Malik, on the behalf of Department of Computer Science and Engineering NIT Jalandhar, welcome you all to this valedictory ceremony of 3rd International Conference on Secure Cyber Computing and Communication ICSC CCC 2023. Now I would like to kindly request all the esteemed dignitaries to come forward and take their seat on the dais. I would also invite Rajesh Sharma, Associate Professor, University of Tartu, to please come on the dais. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Today we gather here to celebrate the successful conclusion of this remarkable 3rd International Conference on Secure Cyber Computing and Communication, which has served as a platform for the exchange of ideas, collaborations and intellectual growth. This conference has brought together some of the brightest minds from various fields, creating a vibrant atmosphere of knowledge, sharing and innovation. Throughout these 3 days, we have witnessed thought-provoking discussion, insightful presentation and valuable networking opportunities. It is truly a testament to the dedication and passion of all the individuals involved. It is with utmost joy and profound pleasure that we extend a warm and prestigious welcome to our esteemed chief guest of the occasion, Professor Lalit Kumar Avasthi, Director NIT Uttarakhand. Now I kindly request Professor A.L. Sangal, Professor Harsh Kumar Verma, Professor Geeta Sikka and Dr. Rajneesh Rani to extend a floral welcome to our chief guest, Professor Lalit Kumar Avasthi, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I also invite all the dignitaries to kindly present a floral welcome to Rajesh Sharma, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Professor Harsh Kumar Verma, Dean Academic NIT Jalandhar, to present the summary of the conference.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Lalit Kumar Avasthi, Professor Rajesh Sharma, Associate Professor, University of Tartu, Estonia, Professor A.L. Sangal, Professor Geeta Sikka, Professor Rajneesh Rani, and dear participants. I will take this opportunity, before I summarize the conference, I would like to introduce you. We have amongst us Professor Rajesh Sharma, who is working in misinformation and fake news, and is doing research in these areas. I would like him to share his research work with you for a few minutes first. Thank you. Professor Rajesh Sharma.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. So thank you very much Professor Harsh Verma, and it's nice to know Professor Lalita Avasthi, Professor Geeta Sikka, Rajneesh Rani, and Professor Sangha. I knew these people like second-hand information. Some of them I never met, and as we say, I hope you all can understand Hindi. If there is written in your destiny the bread and butter or the wine or whatever you like to drink, you're supposed to go there and taste. So that's what it happened, that I was supposed to come here and share what I'm doing, and thanks Professor Verma for giving me this opportunity. So those who don't know where Estonia is, it's near Finland. I hope you know something about Finland. It's in one of the Nordic countries, and then there is a Gulf of Finland, and just below it's Estonia. And just to tell you something about Estonia, I'm sure now these days because of COVID and so on, we are using Zoom or Google Meet, but those were the days of Skype. I don't know if you have heard of Skype or not. Skype was developed in Estonia, and one of our alumni from University of Tartu. Tartu is name of the city. That's how we try to connect ourselves. And something, I will talk about misinformation. Just give me some more minutes so that I can familiarize the audience with Estonia. So there was a question, I'm sure you know about Kaun Banega Crorepati, right? So in September, 9th of September 2021, if I remember the date, there was a question by Amitabh Bachchan, who is the only country which has both the Prime Minister and the President both as females. And I was watching at that time, we lost one of the influential or powerful person in Tartu, whose name was also Modi, right? In India we have a most powerful person as Mr. Modi, right? So there also, and the power comes in many ways. Either it could be the political power or it could be the financial power and so on. One thing more I can tell you, if you have never seen Estonia or never been to, never heard of, I'm sure you know Christopher Nolan's Batman movies, right? So his latest movie, which was released, was called Tenet. It's a very nice movie. Watch it in the theater. Don't download it. And 70% of the movie is shot in Estonia. So you can watch the movie and you will see most of Estonia by sitting in the theater. Okay. Now after the promotion and behaving like a tourism minister of Estonia, I will come to the topic which is about misinformation. So I was looking at this topic, secure cyber computing and communications, and I thought, what could I talk about which is closely related to the topic of this conference? So our group, which is called Computational Social Science, and what we do is basically we deal with societal issues. Societal issues like segregation. Segregation means, for example, we know that in NIT, if I'm right, correct me, 50% of the population is from the state, 50% outside, right? Yeah. And what could happen in terms of segregation here? Punjabis or locals talking with locals and outsiders talking with outsiders of Punjab, which is a kind of segregation. Males talking with males, females talking with females. That's another kind of segregation, and it's not good for society. Okay. We have seen it in India, and European people are having a lot of trouble because there was a lot of mass migration at some point, but there are ghettos and people from certain religion and culture are only talking with that. So we are this is segregation is the topic, okay, I'm not going to talk about it. Other kind of topic which we are very much interested in is called political or social movements, like protests, okay. For example, if we have to talk in terms of, one of my PhD students is from Ukraine, which is not a good place to like here these days because of the war. We have analyzed data from Belarus and Ukraine to see how the political protests or the wars or the propagandas have been used, being used through the social media platforms. So social media platforms like Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, and so on are being used a lot by the propaganda people for giving their agenda or put forth their agenda on these platforms. Why? Because there is a mass following there, and within a few small span of time, you can spread this information or disinformation or misinformation. Okay. So these are the kind of societal issues we deal with, but mostly through data science and data analytics techniques. Okay, so sounds more like social science, but no, we deal with lot of data, because whatever social scientists have been doing on a small data through surveys or questionnaires, what we are doing through a large amount of data. Now, the topic which I thought I could talk about is misinformation. Now there are other terms related. Misinformation is an umbrella term. Like it also includes rumors, fake news. Now the difference between rumors and fake news is fake news. Yes, we are very sure that this is the wrong information. Then it's a misinformation. Rumors, we are not sure at any point, so we call it a rumor. Disinformation means when people intentionally spread a false information with specific agenda. That's called disinformation. So what, with the help of one of my PhD students, what we are dealing with different kinds of misinformation. And for that, we have used sometimes public data sets, sometimes collected our own data sets to understand the society and what is the role of these people, or who are the people behind this spreading of misinformation, right? This is not good for society. Especially we have seen during the COVID time, right? So when COVID happened, there was a lot of misinformation. Like for example, Bill Gates is going to is going to insert some kind of chips in each of these medicine so that he can track people. We know that it's not correct, right? So this is a kind of misinformation. So we in one of these works, what we have done is like collected or analyzed rumors that we are not sure that it's correct or not. But if you see, most of the research which has been done on misinformation is content based. It means people have collected the tweets, they have done topic analysis or sentiment analysis, or have used some kind of state-of-the-art language models like transformers and so on to analyze or predict whether a piece of information is misinformation or rumor or not. What we did that, let's go behind the people who are spreading this misinformation. So what we did, we used some kind of network-based features, that is, for example, the person who is spreading a rumor and the people who are responding to these rumors, we created a network. And so we had these network features, then we had content-based features, and we feed it to a different kind of prediction models, including traditional as well as graph convolution networks. And we saw like, what is the performance or accuracy of predicting a certain kind of rumors, okay? So these were one lines of work. Please let me know when I have to stop. So other kind of works were like, during the COVID time, we collected a lot of misinformation, especially whether a piece of misinformation is misleading or not. So now the problem with, there are a lot of data sets which are on the web, which you can collect. But the problem with these data sets are that after some time, the links stop working. So the links are breaking, like they are broken, or they are not actually being analyzed correctly, okay? So what we did, we manually collected from 13 plus websites and analyzed COVID related data, piece of information, and we verified this and uploaded it on a Zenodo website. Okay, so there is a paper in ICWSM conference, which is a data set based paper, and it was related to COVID-19 misinformation. Then we saw that the content which is related to misinformation and the content which is non-misinformation, can we see the difference? We use a lot of linguistic-based, applications like LIWC or other topic modeling, sentiment analysis to see whether there is statistical difference between these two. And the question was that if you don't use the original content, can you use these linguistic features to feed into a model, and can these model predict the misinformation? Okay, so these were the kind of works. Now, when we talk about misinformation, a lot of work has been similar works which have analyzed such kind of data. But what can you do better? The good thing would be that can we stop this misinformation? How can you stop this misinformation? For example, if I am following a particular political party, right? So whatever being fed to me, I will trust it, that yes, BJP is correct, yes, Congress is correct, or whether AAP is correct, right? The good thing would be that whatever I am being shown or feed is being provided by, for example, in Twitter, I should be shown an alternative kind of information. So what we are working on is kind of, and we will submit it to CIKM conference where the deadline is 2nd of June. The idea is that whatever information is being shown, let's collect a similar information but which is different and has a stance as totally opposite, and let's show it to the people. So what we are doing, we are breaking the echo chambers, we are making them less polarized, and that can help in stopping or kind of hindering the misinformation or the spread of information. So that's a kind of third kind of dimension in which we are still working, and we are also not only like, the academicians sometimes live in their own world, which is very much correct, and there is nothing wrong in that because we like our own freedom, right? Otherwise, we could have joined a company and would have done whatever our manager or our CEO tells us. So, the good thing is, can we do a demo and demonstrate that, look, this is what you can effectively use as a mechanism to stop misinformation. So that was a brief things that we are doing with respect to misinformation using social media, and I thought this could be related to secure cyber computing on social media, and thank you very much. Yeah, that's all. And if you are interested, you can get in touch with me. Thank you again.
So, good morning to all the delegates, our chief guest, Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, my fellow colleagues and dear students. So, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the valedictory function of the IEEE sponsored International Conference on Secure Cyber Computing and Communication 2023. It fills me with delight to see an overwhelming response for the conference, with 545 research papers submitted by the delegates from around the world, out of which 144 were accepted for presentation in the conference, either by screening by experts or having their views. And another remarkable achievement is that out of 144, 143 presented in the conference. This indeed highlights the dedication of researchers and academicians, adding immensely to the success of the conference. We have had paper presentations and informative discussions across 5 tracks and 20 sessions in both offline and virtual mode. The 5 tracks covered areas such as cybersecurity, secure software systems, machine intelligence, cloud data analytics, and computer networks and security. Each session gave us numerous insights about innovative research work being carried out by our participants. And these sessions were chaired by our faculty members of NIT Jalandhar and external experts like Professor Moinuddin, Professor Ajay Kumar Sharma, Professor Kaur, Professor Sanjeev Sopat, Professor Manju Bala, Professor Karan Verma, Professor Mayank Dave, Professor Anurag Singh, Professor Maitri Datta, Professor Satish Chand, and Dr. Shalendra Kumar Verma. One of the major highlights of the conference were enriching keynote addresses by our distinguished speakers, Professor Abdul Qayyum Ansari from Jamia Millia Islamia, Professor Kokshik Wong from Monash University, Malaysia, Professor Chia Chen Lin, National Chen Lin University, and Professor Manoj Mishra from IIT Roorkee, who delivered his keynote address today morning. Their thanks have opened up, their ideas have opened up avenues for ideas and future advancements in the domain of secure cybercomputing. The conference has proved to be an asset for all of us. The presence of our chief guests and guests of honor like Professor Narendra Chaudhary, Professor Abdul Qayyum Ansari, Professor Moinuddin, and Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi raised the event to the pinnacle of success. This would not have been possible without the valuable support of the conference chairs, Professor A.L. Sangal, Professor Geeta Sikka, Professor Renuthi, Professor Dr. Rajneesh Rani, our conveners Dr. Deepak Gupta, Dr. Urvashi, Dr. Sameveer Singh, Dr. Kaveh Verma, Karan Verma, and especially Dr. Shifali Arora and Dr. Aruna Milik, and the entire organizing team of the department. Let us give a big hand to these folks that have put their heart and soul into the conference and made this conference a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable information. Now, I would like to invite all the dignitaries to kindly honor our chief guest, Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, by presenting him a shawl and a token of appreciation. I also invite Dr. Sameveer Singh and Dr. Urvashi to kindly join. Dr. Shefali, you also.
इधर आ जाए, इधर उस तरफ आ जाए, हाँ इधर Yes, please. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you everyone. The success of this conference would have not been possible without the exceptional effort of our organizing committee members. Their dedication, meticulous planning, and tireless commitment have truly made a difference. May I now request our esteemed chief guest, Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, to kindly honor and recognize the organizing committee members. Firstly, I would like to invite Professor A.L. Sangal.
दोनों का
Please give a big round of applause.
Thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to invite Professor Harsh Kumar Verma.
How was it good?
Yeah, you be there. So be there, no problem. Come now. ठीक है?
Thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to call Professor Gita Sikka, Executive General Chair.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have Dr. Rajneesh Rani, Head Computer Science and Engineering.
Hanji, please. Where?
Now, I would like to invite Conference Secretaries, Dr. Samirveer Singh,
समझ आ गया जो आपका समझ हो गया हाँ जी वर्मा जी थैंक यू सर
Now I would like to call Dr. Urvashi.
हाँ जी प्लीज थैंक यू
Let's give a big round of applause to all the organizing committee members, not just for their accomplishment, but for the passion and the dedication they have demonstrated throughout this incredible journey. You are the true champions of this conference, and we are forever grateful for the invaluable contributions you have made. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for making this conference an outstanding success.
Now, I would like to invite Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, presently Professor and Director at NIT Uttarakhand since 2022. He earlier served as Director at NIT Jalandhar and had additional charge of NIT Delhi and NIT Hamirpur. He was also the officiating Director at NIT Hamirpur till February 2022. Professor Awasthi has an iconic track record of teaching, research, academic administration and institute building. We welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon to one and all present in this hall. I would like to congratulate Department of Computer Science, Professor A.L. Sangal, Professor Harsh Verma, Professor Gita Sikka, Rajneesh Rani, and all the team who have taken this initiative to organize the third edition of this international conference on secure cyber computing and communication. As you know, the technology is now evolving around the internet, and we are having so many threats on the net that for a common man it's become very difficult to understand these situations. Now, when we deliberate, when the people like you come together and deliberate, you will be able to provide the solution so that the cyber become more secure, and you'll be able to make it more convenient to the people. So, as has been just told by Professor Rajesh, the fake news, you can see what it can do. It's just he was explaining the technical background, but you see how can it impact a country like India. You'll find there's so many news in the internet. You open your mobile phone, so many fake news come, and for a common man, it's very difficult to understand whether it is the true or it is fake, isn't it? So it can altogether change the fate of the country together if we are not having those people who can interpret whether it is good or bad. So any research in this area is going to help the countries, not only our country but many countries. So similarly, you will find that in cyber security we have so many domains, and every technology which is added, that technology is giving some kind of plus and minus to the cyber security domain. I'll be just giving you some of the statistics which I have with me. You might have been knowing this all. Cyber security is method of protecting system, networks and programs from digital attacks or cyber attacks. Cyber attacks usually modify, assess or destroy sensitive information and extort money from users or distribute normal behavior, normal processes. It's a statistics. Again, there can be some plus minus in this because it's information from the net itself. The global cyber security market size is valued to be $153.65 billion in 2022. The market is projected to grow from $17.32 billion in 2023 to $424.97 billion in 2030, exhibiting a compound annual growth rate of 13.8% during this period. The increased adoption of enterprise security solutions in manufacturing, banking, financial sector, services, insurance and healthcare is expected to drive the cyber security market growth in future. Integration of technologies such as Internet of Things, machine learning, cloud technologies will further drive the market growth. In India, the revenue of cyber security market is projected to be $2.5 billion in 2023, in which largest market is that of providing services as security. The revenue growth is with a compound aggregated growth of 12.87. Despite the fact that cyber security measures have improved significantly in recent years, so too have the techniques of cyber criminals. So it is not one-side advancement, it is both way. The way we are making ourselves more secure, similarly the people who are attacking us, the cyber security people, they are also becoming more intelligent. This has led to the future that looks like a constant battle between those who would protect information on the system or on the cyber and on the network, and those who would steal this information. So it's a ever growing competition between the two communities, you can say, and any future trend which is there is going to give you plus also and minus also. So if we see the artificial intelligence, we can use the artificial intelligence for and machine learning technologies for making life easy by analyzing large amount of data, detecting patterns and anomalies and indicating the potential threats on the system. On the similar way, the cyber attackers can use these techniques to generate artificial attacks and to generate the pattern like that. So both ways, whenever we see new technology, it is going to be some plus on one side and some minus on the second side. We see development of cloud computing. On the one side, the cloud computing is giving you very easy, secure way of solving, keeping your data everywhere. What is the problem? The problem is that whole of your application, your data, everything will travel on internet, and it is more vulnerable to attacks. Then once it is going to it is going to the cloud infrastructure, it will depend upon what kind of security the cloud person is providing to you. And it may be possible that the attackers who is not able to attack your own organization can easily attack the cloud, isn't it? So those things are already there. On one side there is a plus, because you need not invest in infrastructure, you need not invest in security. The cloud people are doing for you, but how secure the cloud is, and whether a person who wants to attack, how easily he can sit on the same machine where your application might be running, isn't it? Then we have the development of fog computing, and then it is still that instead of, if we want to get the real-time kind of response in a network and we are using cloud, we go extend it to fog computing. And in that fog computing now, not only cloud, but the nodes which are near to you, which have more computation power, come into play. Now, how secure those nodes are there, that is the security of your application. So as we go on adding system, we are going adding application, the security is becoming a nightmare. So you have to look for what additional threats can be there. So it is not only that one side we are going to have. Similarly, if we are talking of 5G now, 5G makes it very easily accessible to all systems, that okay, you can connect. But similarly, it can give faster connections, but similarly it gives a platform for attackers to give me fast attacks on the system. So every technology is having pro and cons as far as the cyber security is concerned. I know a lot of good people having stature in cyber security. They have been invited for this conference as keynote speaker, and the people who are behind this organization, they are well-known computer scientists in India. So I can expect that there could have been a very, very good learning environment for all those people who are working in cyber security or in internet security or in security in general. And you might have learned and got answers to many of your problems which you are solving on. The other aspect of holding these international conferences is about networking. And I think all of you might have networked with the people who have presented their paper, and you also learn from peers. You learn from other people who have presented their paper in the conference. As many as 151 papers have been presented. So this conference has traveled, the third edition has really made it truly international, and I congratulate the department, the organizers, and I wish that the future versions of this conference will be more intensive, and they will be giving you more opportunities to learn. Lastly but not the least, few things which I always say is that all of you sitting in this hall, or people who are online, they might be knowing in your security area or in your area of research who is working in US, but you might not be knowing who is working in the next university in India. So kindly look into that aspect as well, and if you have really learned something from the organization, from this conference, do visit their pages, home pages, social pages, and give your feedback. With this word, I put on record my appreciation for the team, this ICSCC 2023, and hope that they'll be contributing to this research problem of security even once this particular conference is over. After that also they would like to keep people maybe through a LinkedIn page, and people can interact and solve problems. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights, which will definitely prove beneficial for all of us. I now invite Dr. Rajneesh Rani, Head of the Department CSE, to extend a vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, Director NIT Uttarakhand, Professor A.L. Sangar, Professor Harsh Verma, Professor Geeta Sikka, Professor Rajesh Sharma, dear colleagues and participants, a very good afternoon to all. As we come to the closure of 3rd International Conference on Secure Cyber Computing and Communication, ICS CCC 2023, I deem it a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped in making this event successful. I, being head on behalf of the whole department, first of all, extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty for choosing us to be the part of this learning process. I would like to mention that the successful culmination of this mega technical event owes to the guidance and support of our worthy director, Professor Vinod Kanotia. I extend a really hard vote of thanks to our chief guest of the day, Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, who accepted our invitation and spared time from his busiest schedule to grace this valedictory occasion. I also wish to express my gratitude to Professor A.R. Sangar, Professor Verma, Professor Geeta Sikka for their minute-to-minute guidance and support and for providing encouragement at every point of time in the organization of this event. My gratitude to all the keynote speakers who have shared their findings and opinions with us during these 3 days. We are glad to emphasize that this is one of the most prestigious events that our department has conducted with a huge response. So it becomes essential to thank all the reviewers for providing insightful comments and helping us in selecting good quality papers for presentation at this conference. I would like to express our profound gratitude to all the participants and session chairs who have come from different destinations and who have joined in online mode for their support and cooperation. As we all know, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of a very proactive and dedicated faculty of our department, especially Dr. Samevi and Dr. Urvashi, who work day and night to make this event successful. I thank all the research scholars and MTech students for their involvement and willingness to take on the completion of tasks to take beyond their comfort zones. I would also like to thank the people who work behind the scene to make this event happen, our technical arrangement team, stage setting, hospitality, publicity team, and staff members. In the end, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the individuals who have contributed to the conduct of this conference directly or indirectly. Once again, I thank to all the dignitaries and participants to grace this valedictory occasion. Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the address. I now request you all to stand up for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मा
Once again, thank you all for making this event memorable. It's not every day that we have brilliant minds under one roof, and you all have contributed in making this event successful. Thank you so much.
And thanks to you two lovely ladies who have made this program so beautifully done.
So much, ma'am.
Let's have a group photograph.
Let's have a group photograph
Aruna
outside.
and Shifali need to be applauded for this.
Thank you so much.